Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about the integumentary system, which is also called the skin. Now, the integumentary system technically only includes two layers, the epidermis and the dermis. Now, you can see it in this concept maps. If you look at the skin right here, it's separated into the epidermis and the dermis layer. Now, the epidermis layer is more outer layer, and then you can see this over here, it does not have any blood vessel. And if you go deeper to the epidermis, you see the dermis layer, and the dermis layer has blood vessel. Now, then let's look at the epidermis layer first. In the epidermis layer itself is separated into 5 different layers. Now, the outermost layer is called the stratum corneum. And then if you go deeper, you will see the stratum lucidum. And stratum lucidum can only be found in thick skin. Now then you go deeper, then you will see stratum granulosum. Then you go further deeper, then you see stratum spinosum. Then you see stratum basale. Now the stratum basale layer is the layer that has stem cells. Now, and that's the 5 layers of epidermis. Now, if you go further down, deeper, then you got the dermis layer, and the dermis layer is separated into 2 layers: the papillary layer and the reticular layer. Now, the papillary layer has dermopapillary layer. Now, then the reticular layer has a lot of dense irregular fibers there. Now, that's what we have the general layout of the skin. Now, then if we go deeper than the dermis, we will see hypodermis or subcutaneous layer. Now, the hypodermis or the subcutaneous layer has a lot of fats and also areolar connective tissue. Now, the word areola means loose, so you will see this layer is very loose. Okay. Now, then we will, after we talk about this layer of the skin and also below the skin, now let's talk about some of the cells that can be found in the epidermis. Now, so epidermis contain some of the cells such as keratinocytes. Now, keratinocytes, their job is to make proteins called keratin. Now, keratin is a tough protein that protect the skin and also repel water. Right? So then, melanocyte are a type of cell that make melanin, and melanin is a type of pigment that absorb UV light that actually also protect the skin. Now, then you also have Merkel cell. Merkel cell is a type of receptor. So Merkel cell are a type of receptor, a type of touch receptor. So Merkel cell can detect touch. Now, then you got Langerhans cell. Langerhans cell are a type of cell that present antigen. So they are a type of antigen presenting cell. So Langerhans cell present antigen to other immune cell in the immune system, especially at the skin level. Now, right now we just did talk about the general layout of the skin, but we also talk about the cell in the epidermis. Now, let's talk about the extra structure of the skin. So the word accessory means extra. So you can see extra structures of the skin. Now, some of the extra structure of the skin are the hair, the glands, and also the nail. Now, so when you look at the glands, you have 4 major types of glands. Now, the 4 major types of glands, one of them is called sebaceous gland. Sebaceous gland make oil, and the word sebaceous means oil. So how can we remember the sebaceous gland make oil? So we can remember as the sunbathing in oil, sunbathing in oil. So that way we can remember that sebaceous gland is for oil. Now, Then we have subthalamic glands that will make sweat. So the way how we can remember that is that you can focus on the letter over here, the UDOR. The UDOR sounded like odor, so odor like ODOR. So sweat have odor, so we can remember that like subthalamic gland make sweat. Now then the next one we have is subliminous glands, and that's the one that produce wax. Now then the last one is mammary glands. Mammary gland produce milk. So, and that is the general layout of some of the structure of the skin, and also some of the cell in the skin. For those people that need to take the for those of you that need to take the HESI test or the TEAS test for the nursing entrance school exam, you might want to go a little bit deeper to some of this function of the cell and also the layers of the skin. So thank you for watching.